Yes, 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 my friends. Hey guys, Eric Green here. And if it's a little loud, I apologize. Sitting at the coffee shop, you guys know me. I like to get out of the house and run around the coffee shop. I got to pick my daughter up here in an hour, so it's just living that mobile lifestyle that we all love. Look, I'm going to be quick, guys. You guys have been seeing what we've been posting over the last week and a half. We've been considering and looking at something new. And we're adding another income stream. That's the bottom line. And we have the man with us today that is operating and running this, Stephen Sapini. And you guys are going to get firsthand why we're so excited. And just real quick before I pass it to Paul to kind of go through all the information, over the last month and a half, I've sort of just been sitting back, watching the marketplace, seeing what's going on, guys. And I really wanted to find something unique that not only would help new people coming into the business, but also really give leaders who are out here working day and night, trying to help people get them to the next level, really give leaders a chance to have some leverage and be rewarded for what they're doing. And I think we've got that here. In fact, I know we have that here. So that was a huge thing for me. So I'm super excited for you guys for that. And I tied into my connections. I actually, a buddy of mine, Randy Thompson, I've known, which is interesting because I'm an internet guy. And if you know Randy, most of you guys do not, he is the furthest thing from an internet guy you'll ever imagine. But I've known Randy for about 4 years. I did internet related work for him and a couple of his buddies. And he's a guy that's been in the industry a long, long time. And when he vouches for somebody, anybody he's ever vouched for to me that I've worked with has been phenomenal. So Randy knows the game. He knows people. And I think he's known Stephen for 19 years. And he said, you really got to look at what Stephen's put together and what he's got going on. So that's why we're here today, guys. We're super pumped. We can't wait to help you guys that want to ride with us and do this thing. So with no further ado, I'm going to pass it to Paul, and he's going to run through, and Stephen's going to give us the lowdown on what we've got here.
Okay, so I get the honour of grilling Stephen. Are you ready, Stephen? So I'm English. We make no secret of the fact that we're very cautious people. And Eric said, "Hey, you got to check this," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Look at the comp plan. Oh, actually, this is pretty damn good." So last night, got to speak to Stephen for the first time and meet this gentleman who is incredible, and I'm sure you're all going to agree. So, Stephen, just tell us a bit about your background so people know where you come from, how you ended up here, and then we'll talk a bit about the products and the comp plan and all that good stuff in a minute. But tell everybody about your background so they understand how experienced you are in this industry.
Sure. My pleasure. And it's my pleasure to be here today and saying hello to everybody that's watching. I'm a lifetime salesperson. I started selling at the age of 17, started selling dishes in a department store and then moved up the ranks. And before I know it, the department store made me manager of ladies' budget dresses when I was 18 years old. We went around sundresses around the store. I didn't know what I was doing, but they had confidence in me. Anyway, lifetime salesperson. And then in early 90s, 1991, I was selling investment real estate. And I had a building in escrow for about $5 million, apartment building. And I had written offers up to 80 million dollars for an office building. And then 1990, the Soviet Union broke up. But it really affected the whole commercial real estate business in Los Angeles. The market crashed, and I went from driving, this is a true story, I went from driving a Mercedes with handmade Italian suits and a Rolex to riding a bicycle over time. I mean, it didn't happen overnight, right? But, when you have high expenses and all of a sudden your income just doesn't exist anymore, and that $5 million building had an escrow, it fell out of escrow for one reason, So I thought, well, I'll take my big fat commission check from this, go to Hawaii for a month and figure out my life, right? Well, I lost that commission check. Anyway, that's about the time I found network marketing. And, the Reader's Digest version I got in, I wasn't super successful right away. It took me a couple of years to kind of, get the groove, right? Because it's not so much about, being a great salesperson, right? It's enrolling people and working. And the mistake that the lesson I learned was not trying to motivate people, right? Work with the motivated people. As Les Brown says, it's easier to run with 100 that want to run than with one around your neck, right? And when I adapted that lesson, I started becoming successful, started, building organizations. Then I got hooked up with some folks, mostly out of Texas, that were MLM consultants. And because of my real estate background, I have a high math aptitude. And they started teaching me comp plans, how to write them. Because they saw that I was curious about it, I had a good aptitude. So over the last well over 15 years, people have actually been paying me to write compensation plans. And I've written every kind of compensation plan under the sun. I kid, I have my little joke, I've written binaries, trinaries, I've even seen urinaries where the volume flushes daily, right? But you name the comp plan, I've written it or consulted on it. I'm at a level now in comp plans where other comp plan writers will, ask me for feedback on stuff. Hey, this twist and that, and all that kind of stuff, right? So, but then as a distributor, I built large organizations. I had the pleasure once of building a group of 50,000 people in 6 months in one company, and I've also had the pain of having a state put a cease and desist on that company, and that going away overnight, right? So I've been where everybody's been, right? I've been where, you struggle, you find something that hits, boom, I've been where one opportunity, I actually started the day after Thanksgiving, and by Christmas I made $50,000. So I've seen everything, right? And I've struggled, right? Because not every opportunity I've gone into, but you learn. And then, so going back just briefly, in 2003, I was a pure internet dummy. I mean, if you looked up internet dummy in the dictionary, right? I didn't know what an autoresponder was. I didn't know what an opt-in was. I didn't know anything. But I saw our early system was called One-Up Automated. It was a one-up comp plan, and they had one of the very first lead capture video system things, and it was cool. But what I found that was not great about what they did was that they wanted everybody to mail to the same email list, and this is pre-canned spam, right? And I said, not knowing anything about the internet, but I said, why can't people contact people they already know? And I called, the only programmer I knew, this guy Ron from Little Rock, Arkansas, of all places. I knew him through networking. And I said, can you build a system like this for me, but let people contact people they know? And he said, yes. And in June of 2003, myself and my partner at the time, Mike Macaluso, we started the Power Profit team. And my database was about the 30 or 40 people in my email address that I knew. I didn't have any big lists. I didn't know about lists. Mike maybe had 10 people in his database, right? But we knew good networkers. We were connected with some good players. And from June of 2003 to Christmas, Power Profit team had created over 1 million leads online. I'm like, wow. I didn't even realize the significance of it, to be quite frank, because we never did anything with that list other than that. I didn't, still very green, right? But I found it, wow, 1 million leads, and we took a company that was doing no business that did tens and tens of millions of dollars of business through our marketing system. So anyway, through the years, I've, now I know, what an autoresponder is. I know what an opt-in is. And I've created, multiple marketing systems for myself and other companies that have generated literally millions and millions of leads. So, we understand the process of, what it takes to get a good, capture video, good capture page, where the hotspots are, how people opt in, and then, the whole conversion process. So if you take, the experience I've had, starting in 2003 with marketing systems, combine that with my experience in writing comp plans, and then my experience of being in the field for all these years, right, and having the highs and the lows, seen everything, been everywhere, had MLM attorneys on retainer for years and years, so very well schooled in the business. There's really not anything that I need to ask somebody about. I'm pretty much, not that I know everything, but I know quite a bit. So when I decided to launch eDigital Wealth, and I was thinking about compensation plans, and because I know every comp plan, and I'm not bragging, I know every comp plan. What do you pick, right? You pick a binary. Well, there's certain benefits to binaries. You pick a traditional code, where you have a code group that starts at 20, then goes to 40 and 80, like an ACN. Well, those are proven. There's breakaways, there's matrices, there's all kinds of things, right? But what I decided was I wanted to take away all the barriers, right? So, you've seen in comp plan say, well, to become a Hawaiian Blue Diamond, you need 10 personal Hawaiian Blue Diamonds. They need 15 golds. They need 3 bronzes. Then you need $1 million in volume with no more than 40% for one leg. And then if the moon is in Uranus, every quarter.
I was in that deal.
You were in that deal, yeah. So, because what I think is that the growth in the industry is not so much focused around, and no offense to any leader listening, but it's not so much around, one leader. It's really about mass momentum. We're in a momentum game. Whatever we could do to accelerate, the prosperity of part-time people, on a global basis, right? Because we're global. So you think about India, hundreds of millions of people. There's more middle class in India than there's population in the United States, right? 100 million people, Philippines, all speak English, right? An extra $1,000 a month to them is like an extra $10,000 in the United States. It's phenomenal income. So anyway, so what I did was I took away, in brevity, all the nonsense. So our comp plan is very simple. Just assuming everybody purchases a product. Now you don't have to purchase. You can qualify, by making a qualifying sale. But let's just say everybody bought our product. And by the way, one rub in direct sales in general is that their products are overpriced. Right? So a lot of times say, well, when the juice companies were really big, you can go to Costco and get an acai juice for $10, $15, or you could buy it for $40 through company marketing there, right? And it's like, how do you justify it? It's the same juice, right?
And what happens when they run out of the berries? Two get two. They're going to run out of the berries.
Exactly. So I was able to, through a creative licensing design that I created, went to people that are very established people. You can Google them, and they've made millions and they've helped other people make millions. And so we have a product that is selling and has been selling on the internet for $995. It's a phenomenal internet training course. We sell the exact same product for $100 with 100% commission. I lost your audio, Paul.
Is that better?
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Let's talk about the products, and then how about I put the comp plan on the screen, and then we can talk comp plan. So let's start with the products.
Let me brief through the products. So our first product that I just mentioned that has been selling and is selling on the internet for $995, we sell it for $100. It's called Money Now Methods. In fact, if you go to moneynowmethods.com, anybody can see that product and they could buy it there, from the product creator for $995. Now, please don't buy it there, right? Because we're not affiliated with that site. But I created a licensing deal with Andrew, the owner of the product, and we pay him X amount of money every month, no matter what, whether we sell 1 unit or 1 million units, he's getting paid. And we were able to take that product. Now, Money Now Methods is a very important product because not only is it proven, meaning, we didn't just create it, there's tons of testimonials of people that are making $3,000 a month and more, spending 3 hours a week on the internet with no internet training, no website traffic. This is important, right? You don't have to learn how to get website traffic. You don't have to learn how to build a website. And you go, well, how's this possible? Because he teaches you 10 proven strategies. One, for instance, is broken iPhones, right? There's a huge used iPhone marketplace. And he teaches you where to find a broken iPhone, how to fix it inexpensively, and then exactly where to go where people are looking to buy used iPhones, right? And there's one testimony that really stood out to me because the guy said he's using just that one of the 10 strategies, and he's making $10,000 a month.
What I love about that product is there's no recruiting, there's no need to run traffic. The product makes you money. And in our industry, quite often you make the money by selling the product. This product makes you money, guys. It's sweet. It's really good.
Right. So the concept of the company, right, and our headline is, who else wants to make, money online, right? And so the concept is our products, right, even if you never recruited one person as an affiliate, anything, if you went to Got Money Now or you got our other products, which we'll talk about, they're proven products that will teach you how to make money online with or without our affiliate, or we call our partner program, right? So we are all about one thing: helping you make money online, right? And then, we tie in, lifestyle marketing, of course, and all that. So our positioning is very unique. That, so Money Now methods. So you're getting 90% off of a proven product, and we're paying outrageous commissions, right? Right? We're paying 100% on a $100 sale. But people say, how do you do that? Well, we could talk about that, right?
We'll do that.
Right. How we can afford to do that. So then our next product we call it Membership Millions. Now, so a membership site, if you're not familiar with it, any dating site is a membership site. So, Match, Harmony, JDate, Christian Dating, they're membership sites. But membership sites, and membership sites do billions and billions and billions of dollars of revenue every year. Now, but membership sites don't need to be about dating. They're membership sites about food, about poetry, about business, about marketing. There's a membership site. One of the students who went through and purchased this course, right? They didn't get it from us. They paid $1,990, right? And they went through this course. They now have a membership site that teaches people stock market investing. These people are earning over $300,000 a month from the education of this course. Now, that's abnormal, right? Most people won't make that much, right? Most, 5, 10, 20, 50,000, But these guys, they went through, took this course because it takes you how to start a membership site, right? And so, but it doesn't really matter. You can have a membership site about German Shepherds, about love, about food, about being a vegan, right? And you could charge $5 a month. You could charge $100 a month. The stock guys, they charge $1,000 a month for people. Now, you got to think about it. People are paying $1,000 a month. There's no opportunity, right? The only opportunity is to learn what they're teaching, right? So membership sites are called the cash cow of the internet, because once people are paying, whether it's $5, $50 a month, usually 40, 50 is pretty much average for a membership site. And so, but the course walks you through everything: how to start it, how to build it, how to market it. There's no upsell, right? So you buy it. So we have that course. The other product we have, which is my personal favorite, is the gentleman called Alex Mandossian. And I actually commissioned him, friends with Alex, to build this product. And we went to Google to name the product. We had different names, right? And we actually did Google surveys. We had a guy that's an expert in Google surveys. And so we call the product Passion, Purpose, and Profits. And Google gave us, women loved it, the name, men loved the name, different age ranges loved the name. Alex is called the Warren Buffett of the internet. So why is he called the Warren Buffett of the internet? Because between himself and, get this, his students, they've done over $400 million in internet business. $400 million between himself and this is the important part, and his students. And the thing that Alex is, his USP, so to speak, the thing he's probably best known for is virtual presenting. He started with teleseminar secrets, millions and millions in sales on that. Now he's like the Google Hangout, expert. And, they talk about having 10,000 hours to master something. He's nearing 25,000 hours of virtual presentations. His biggest claim to fame is in one virtual presentation on the net, in 28 minutes, he earned $1 million. Not that he did $1 million in sales. He earned $1 million in 28 minutes. And again, that's not typical, but typical for him and not unusual is earning 6 figures in an hour presentation.
Wow.
So we designed a course. It's 5 videos, about 1 hour each. And he teaches you, the secrets, the keys, what he's learned in becoming a great virtual presenter. And then along with that, there's an action guide. And what's really cool is you get the blank action guide, and you get the cheat sheet filled out by him, right? It's
really cool. I was watching one of them earlier, and to get the answers so you can check is really cool.
Yeah, and just like, the reverse funnel, right? So he teaches the reverse funnel strategy. What that means is, typically a funnel starts with, your low product, your commonly called tripwire in the industry, a $9 product, and then you upsell and upsell and upsell, right? He does the opposite thing. When you get into his funnel, the first pitch, to use that word, is $25K, and you get everything.
Wow. Wow.
Right? But then if you don't buy it on a 25, you downsell, right? And instead of going up, he goes down. And what he told me is that by flipping this, not only has he increased his profits tremendously, he gets more people that just start in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
You know, that start at 5,000, 10,000 as opposed to, right? So, you know, wouldn't you have like, you know, more people starting, you know, in your information funnel or your product funnel, you know, starting at whatever your middle level is. You know, for him, it's about 7,000, right? So it's not uncommon for him every day to wake up and see $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 first orders from people, right?
Wow,
And
that's
so,
pretty cool. When you start at 25 and by the time you get down to 5, that seems really reasonable, doesn't it? When you start at 7 and you try and push somebody up to 5. So that's sneaky. That's a good trick. That's cool.
Yeah, and he teaches you how to do it. So it depends. But so there's a lot of, it's basically what I call an MBA in marketing presentations, right? And you can use it for any business. And, you know, beyond the different strategies he teaches you, the things, the presentation skills. So anyway, you know, that product was, when we built it, you know, it was a $2,000 value product, the same as the Membership Millions.
Okay.
And so, you know, now together we're packaging them together, you know, coming up in the next few days, $4,000 in real retail value. I'm not going to disclose the price until you authorize me to.
Well, I'll bring the comp plan up and we'll do it then in a sec.
Okay.
In a second.
But
it's good. And they're available to buy at $2,000 each online, I believe, aren't they?
Well, the Alice course is not available to buy anywhere because it's proprietary to us.
Okay. The
Membership Millions, yes, you can go to the site. It's not called Membership Millions, but I'll get you the link. Okay. That's $1,990 if you go buy it. The money now you can go buy for $995. And so, you know, we found a way to bring products that are proven, that have testimonials up to yin yang. We're not guessing that people, you know, really get benefit out of the products, and get a substantial reduction of anywhere you could buy it on the internet. Because, you know, the internet's a great equalizer, right? Because people, you know, you can price compare for anything. If you're going to go buy a pair of, you know, $300 Ray-Ban sunglasses, right? How simple, in a few clicks you can, you know, get a price anywhere, right? And so, but that's part of our business model, is proven products that teach specific things. Because as much as I love internet marketing, if you came to me and said, I want to be a full-blown internet marketing superstar, it's a long process. There's a lot of stuff, and I don't think the vast majority of people really want that. They say, hey, show me a way, you know, that's relatively simple, that's not so painful, that I could achieve my goals online of making money. And that's why we focus on specific things, as opposed to saying, oh, well, we're going to teach you how to build landing pages and opt-in funnels and copywriting. That's a whole other thing, right?
Yeah, all the stuff that overwhelms people. So, I mean, the guys, whoa, are we frozen?
Conversion rates and bounce rates, right? Don't.
Hello, we've
sorry,
I think we're back now.
Yes.
Internet gremlins. Okay. No worries. So, the guys watching this, you're all sort of leaders, okay? You've all got to a certain level at least. So, but the thing I like is it enables us to take quality products that people can see are for sale at a higher price, that are different to what you normally get. It's not like you buy this and you sell it to make you money. The first product, the Money Now product, is awesome. But like I say, you watching this, you leaders. So what do you want to know about? You want to know the comp plan. So what I'll do, Stephen, if I bring the comp plan up, and I'll let you tell me when to scroll down and you can guide me. Okay, so hopefully I won't cut you guys off now. Share screen.
Okay.
Too many buttons. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So you guide me. I'll let you talk us through it.
Okay. Let me just start before we start, having people look at here. Let me just do a quick, why I did what I did, because there's reasons in my decisions, right? So again, I wanted to get away with you need so many diamonds to become blue diamond and volume and this, and and if one person misses a qualification that month, gee, you still get to be called to pin rank, but you lose half your income, right? Yeah. All these things that happen, right? So I'm not saying good or bad on this thing is. So in our plan, it's very simple. When you join and for your first person, you make your first code commission, and you're instantly qualified to be paid down unlimited levels deep. When I say unlimited levels, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 levels, right? As long as that transaction, so no matter how far away it is from you, is coded to you, we use that term coded, right? Those commissions of, 50 up to $200 per transaction are going to come up to you, right? So out of all the plans, I decided to use what's called an alternate up plan, because you get paid the maximum money from your first leg. There's no real structure you have to do. There's things I could have put in, as hindrances, but I didn't. So let me give you an example. And I always have to, my attorney always says, I got to do an income disclaimer, right? Sure. This will never happen in real life, and yada, yada, yada. And, who knows how much money you'll make, right? But in theory, let's just say that, Paul, you join and, you get Joe Superstar as your first person, right? Yeah. And you don't do anything else, right? And Joe says, wow, right? Because we teach people the first thing you want to do is get one more, and then get 4 for a total of 6. So Joe just says, hey, 6 people, no problems, first day. He enrolled 6 people, right? So just in our $100 product, you would have made $50 on the sale to Joe, and out of his 6 sales, the second, fourth, and sixth commission will go to you. We'll get into that in a second. But you would have earned $150 more, $200. Now, for example, let's just say the people that are coded to you, they get their 6, and those people get their 6, and they get their 6, down 7 levels. At a $100 product, if everyone gets their 6 down 7 levels, and again, it's not going to happen, but just as an example, you would have earned $163,000.
Wow.
Right, so what I'm driving home is there's no cap on your income, no matter how deep it goes, whatever. We take that same example and go down 3 more levels. If everybody got their 6 down 10 levels, we would pay you $5 million.
Nice. I've had worse days.
Yeah, but the point is that whatever commission you earn, you're paid unlimited amount of commission from your first person, right? Sure. And if that first person's organization goes ballistic and you're earning $50 a day, $100 a day, $500 a day, $1,000, $10,000, it doesn't matter, we're going to pay you. Now, in this style plan, what's called an alternate up, which most people listening to me are fairly familiar with, right?
Yeah.
Power Network had it, a version of it, different versions. But what I do as a comp plan doctor, I got to go in and operate, right? Get out my trusty, high-end calculator that I've used, scientific calculator, and I go to work on numbers. Now, so what I did was, so on your if you scroll up a little bit on the page, we'll go to the chart where you see a chart, where you see a little graph.
That?
There you go. So, so what happens is, and let's just focus on the first 6. The pattern changes from 7 on. Well, let's just focus on the first 6, right? So what happens is, legs, as you can read, legs 1, 3, and 5 go to affiliate. Legs 2, 4, and 6 pass up. Pretty familiar with that, right?
Yeah.
Now, so every comp plan has pluses and minuses. People say, what's the perfect comp plan? I say the first one that could pay out 200%. Other than that, everything, there's decisions to be made, right? Sure. So the advantage of this is you're going to pay down unlimited debt. You're going to get, not a $5 commission, but a $50 commission or a $200 commission, right? The disadvantage is, on your second, fourth, and your sixth person, you're not earning any code, right? And nobody wants to give away anything, right? So what we did, and I don't know where it is on the PDF, even though I wrote it. It'll probably be down further. Go the other way. So you keep going down. Let me see if I can find it real quick. down, 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 down. Okay, stop. Okay, let's go to those boxes.
The boxes was that here there?
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So what I did to offset, you know, just to be frank, you know, what some people may consider the sting of the pass up, right?
Yeah.
We coded it so that you get 100% check match on all of your personally referred. All means all. So if you enroll 6 people, you're getting 100% check match, not just on the coded legs that you're earning, but on the pass up legs. So if on 2, 4, 6, where you normally would have not seen any income, every time they're earning $1 in code, you're getting $1. So if those 3 people are earning $1,000 a day in code that's passed up, you're earning $1,000 a day in check match, right?
So I bring Eric in, and Eric is my number 2. So he passes up to my sponsor. Eric makes $100 today. I earn $100 too.
Yes.
Fantastic.
With no cap on your income. So if Eric made $10,000 in a day in code commission, you would make $10,000 matching check. Now, this was the next decision. Typically, in a match, you know, what would happen, right? So it's very easy to say, okay, well, when you enroll 2 people, we'll give you a 25% match. And when you enroll 4, we'll give you a 75% match. You enroll 6, right, we'll give you a 100% match. Any combination of that. Or, you know, get 12, and if you're 12, have 3, we'll give you the 100% match, right? There's 8 million ways to spin it, right?
Yeah.
I've removed all the spin out of the comp plan. Do you know what it takes to get a 100% check match?
Yeah.
Refer 1 more. Refer 1. This is the beauty, right? Even I can understand this. Refer 1 to be paid down unlimited debt on global business. Refer just 1 more to get 100% check match. It's not 12 diamonds who get 36 and so much, you know, right? It's pretty simple. So here's the way I like to explain it. So let's say, Paul, that, you know, you join and then you refer me and Eric, right?
Okay.
And let's just talk about just a $100 product right now.
Okay.
And let's just say that, you know, between us, we're each on average earning just 1 code a day, just 1. Okay. Right? Could be, you know, we could be earning a code from our 3rd level or 10th level, right? We're just earning 1 a day. So it's $50 a day. So you're check matching 2 times 50, you're check matching $100 a day, right? Okay. And let's say, you know, you're not a rocket scientist either. You're earning 1 code a day yourself, right? Yep. Just 1 on a $100 product that pays out 100% commission. So that's $150 a day times 30 is $4,500 a month. Hello. Right? So in this example, and just an example, right? But, you know, this is something that you know, my first example is unrealistic, but, you know, to drive a point home, this example is much more in the line of realism, right? That, you know, you refer 2 folks, and on a $100 product, you know, if each of you earn 1 code a day, right, because you're getting a check match on them, right? So 3,000 of that is check match. That's how important the check match becomes, right? The check match becomes more important than the code in our comp plan, the reverse of other comp plans. So now, you know, once people join with both products, the money now, as you see on the screen, and the what we call membership millions plus, right? Yeah. The combined code is $200, and the check match is 100% to $200. So let's take the same example, same amount of sales, but when you get both products together, we call that the accelerator pack. So let's just say you join the accelerator pack and you refer to that do the same, and they're each earning 1 commission a day on accelerator pack, and you're earning 1 commission a day. Yeah. So they're $400 a day between the 2 of them. It's $400 a day check match plus $200 a day in code to you, right? Yeah. That's $18,000 a month. This is awesome. $18,000 a month. Stephen, we should just clarify as well, when we were talking about P3 and membership millions, and we were saying they're $2,000 each basically, or just under, you're doing it for $500 for both. Right. So here's what happened. So, you know, even I, a thick-headed guy originally from New York, can have an epiphany, right? Ah, right? And so originally, when we started the pre-launch, we had the $100 product and 1,000 and 2,000, but we hadn't started selling the 1,000, 2,000 yet, right?
Yeah.
And then just sometimes an idea comes to you, and I go, and I said, no, wait a second, is there a way that, because I only have one goal, is for people to make the most amount of money in the shortest period of time. I have no other goal, right?
Sure.
It's a very simple goal. So I said, well, what if, right, there's a way to, cut those prices way down and accelerate, but at the same time, accelerate their income. Then I started thinking about it, and I said, well, gee, I came out to $500 product, and we paid $150, $150 combined, $600 product where we take credit cards on a worldwide basis, right?
Yeah.
What'll happen is, so the commission may be a little bit less, but we'll have more people, more adaptation, more people converting, right?
Sure.
So then go, hey, it's $600 on credit card or debit card, plus our admin fee of, $59 to start, right? And we pay daily 14 days in arrears, right? So, people can earn back their money, very quickly. And once I did the math, and I did just what I did, in this presentation is, with the accelerated pack, if you average one commission a day, it's $6,000 a month. If you average two, it's $12,000. Three, it's $18,000. Now, if you contrast that against, a typical plan, where on average you're going to earn $5 per person per month, you need 3,000 to 4,000 people in your downline.
Yeah.
In a correct pattern with the correct everything else to earn that kind of money. Now, let's be frank. In today's marketplace, how many part-time people, can build a group of 3,000 to 4,000? Hardly any. Let's be realistic, right? Yeah. Not that many. Right? It's just the truth. But how many people, whether it's, $100 product or $600 product, on a worldwide company could average one commission a day. It's $6,000 a month. Who's making, right, on average, on a very part-time basis, anywhere near that? Nobody. So this comp plan is really going to revolutionize, right, the effect for the part-time person. Because I always say, look, guys like you and most of the people, listening, it almost doesn't matter what the comp plan is. You can build a big enough group and get to where you want to be, right?
Yes.
But the thing is, if we can create an army of people that have never made 1,000 a month, right? Right? That have never made 2,000 a month, right? You'll never pull them out of the deal, right?
Yeah.
You hear these stories about a guy making $500,000 a month and he left because some company offered him $5 million. These people aren't going to leave, right? And what I talk about in my presentation, and I'll do a real short version of it here, is our goal is for you to wake up rich. Now, and I define rich not some pie in the sky, automatic millionaire baloney. What I talk about is, when you have bills and you don't have enough money, and you wake up in the morning after a restful night's sleep, and before your feet hit the floor, how am I paying the car payment? How am I paying for the daycare, this or that? And all of a sudden it feels like someone has their hands around your throat, choking you. You haven't even gotten out of bed yet, right? It's an awful feeling. Waking up rich just means you have a good amount of money more than you have bills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And you wake up and your feet hit the floor and, oh my God, you're still relaxed. You're not in a panic about paying something, right? And that's our goal for people, to be able to wake up rich initially, and then to escalate and move toward whatever their ideal goal is. For some people it's 5,000 a month, 10,000. For other people it's 100,000 a month or 500,000 a month, right?
Okay.
Whatever it is. So
before we move on to the next part, let me just clarify something for people watching, okay? Because me and Eric, we like to do a lot of these instant pay deals, okay? You pay daily, correct? But 14 days in arrears.
Right, because we take credit cards.
You take the money, not us, because I know people get problems with PayPal accounts being shut down and Stripe accounts being shut down. And when you take the payment yourself, you have to qualify that you have to mark the members paid. None of that with you guys. You take the payment, 200 countries, and then you pay daily, just 14 days in arrears, obviously, for any refunds or any stuff.
Right, and we have, and this is important to know, we have merchant accounts where we can do millions and millions in volume on a monthly basis that know our business. right? They're not, right? We're not like, they won't shut us down because we have a direct sales component to our business, because everything is, we go through underwriting with them. They know who we are, they know our track record, and they've given us these huge lines of merchant account credit, right?
Yeah.
So that we can take this. And so, we need, it takes a little bit longer, right? For, the merchant accounts, they don't send us money in 2 days. It usually takes about 7 days, right? So, we need that. And then it's always good to have a 2 days cushion, right? As a company. But then we pay you. So yes, there's no, no PayPal is shut down, none of the, where people are sending you money directly, because Stripe, PayPal, every company like that, if they find you're doing anything in business opportunity, they'll freeze your money.
Yeah.
And in their terms and conditions, they'll freeze your money for 6 months, and there's not jack, S-H-I-T, you could do about it, right? Because I've had PayPal freeze my money before, back in 2005, and it was just for an admin fee. It wasn't even a commissionable thing, And I took in 100,000 in my first 30 days. Luckily, I tell people I'm paranoid. So when the money came in, I moved it to another account because, something that ACH into your account, they could reverse.
Right. Yeah.
Things are reversible. People maybe don't realize that. But in any case, yes. So we collect the money, we pay you, it goes onto an e-wallet, and then the e-wallet, just like, PayPal, any of these companies, you can either transfer the money to a bank virtually anywhere in the world, anywhere it's, other than North Korea, But, if you have a bank account in Malta or Luxembourg or Switzerland or Singapore or Canada or Australia or anywhere those kind of, country, you can transfer by ACH. You can have money sent to a debit card that's sitting in your wallet, right? So there's an extra fee for that. It's $8, so But if you have a debit card sitting in your wallet and you want the money put into that debit card, or for the whopping fee of $10, you can order, our debit card, right? And then have money moved there, and that debit card, you can pull out $1,000 a day cash from any ATM around the world.
Wow. I just signed up for mine earlier. It's dead easy. It's really easy to do. Look, I'm going to let people read the comp plan themselves in detail, because like I say, this is for leaders anyway.
Yeah.
But I want to talk briefly about the retail sales, because we were very impressed with the way you set the company up to make sure you're compliant and you're not going to get shut down. One element of that being the retail sales. Okay.
So the environment that we're in, at least in the United States, is that, these the FTC and all these other three-letter agencies want direct sales company to have retail sales. So they're not really wanting, they're really demanding. And, the hard part is there isn't like an exact rule, like you need exactly this, right?
Yeah.
So, without getting too much into it, if you look at what just happened to Vima or what just happened to Herbalife, in Herbalife with the new rules that impose only on that company, if you don't have the required retail sales, they cut your override check.
Sure.
Right. So, our goal is to be in business a long time. I didn't build this to be in business for 6 months, right? I would have done something completely different if it was a 6-month burner deal, but it's not. So we have to become retail compliant to stay in business in the United States. Outside the United States, it's not that as big of an issue. Maybe UK it will become, or Australia, but most not. Anyway, so what I did was, since we don't have a typical auto ship, right? And and I actually made that decision before the whole Vima thing came down. So it was just a good luck thing that we did. So, because of qualification.
Inspired.
And most people don't like them, even though they're an income generator, but most people look at them as a bill because they haven't made money before. Right? So anyway, what I came up with is, because you only need that second sale to get 100% check match. I mean, come on, right? Any decent marketer is like, in their sleep, right? So there's no breakage to the company, right? All those things, right? So what I did was I said, hey, I think it's equitable for the benefit and lifetime of the company that we ask you to stay qualified for the 100% check match, to just make one retail sale every rolling 30-day period, right? And we have products that we're putting in our e-commerce store that are as low as $47. So it's not like a $1,000 retail sale, right? And I'm not doing it really because I want to do it. I'm doing it as an asset protection for the life of the company. So what happens is, as long as, every rolling day period, you make your retail sale, right? The next 30-day period, you're paid your check match. If you fail to make a retail sale, you will not be paid the check match for the next period. There's no grace period, right? There's no I was a day late, no. If you're a day late, you miss the next 30 days. And I do that not to be a hard ass, right? But I do it because I understand that if people say, oh shit, I don't want to miss the whole 30 days, I better get it done, you're going to get it done, right? Yeah. Now, that in mind, I'm a rep at heart, right? I spent, 15 years pounding it out like everybody else, right? So what I put in was, if you have more than one retail sale in any period, it counts towards your next period. So just as an example, you say, I don't want to think about, this the retail sale requirement for a year. All right, well, you go out and that week you create 12 retail sales. You're covered for the next 12 months, right? And there is income in the retail side too. I mean, there's obviously a retail commission. Beyond a retail commission, I did something pretty cool. There's a retail profit sharing pool. So what happens is, every time you make a retail sale is just credited to you. You don't have to talk to the person directly, they buy. Depending on the price point of the product, we have points per sale from 1 up to 13. So $47, anything under 100 is going to be 1 point. So at the end of every calendar month, right, we take the amount of money that goes into the pool, and then we say, okay, here's how many points, and we divide the points. Then each point has a value. So let's just say, for example, that at the end of November, each point is worth $50, and you had 10 points that month. Now, 10 points could be 10 individual sales. It could be one retail purchase, right? Depending on the dollar size. So if it's $50 that month, 10 times 50, you're going to get a profit sharing check for $500. Pretty cool, right? So the way I do it, the math is very simple. We take whatever commission we could pay on that retail sale. Half of it goes as a direct retail commission, and half of it goes into the pool. And that's how we fund the pool, right? It's pretty simple, right? And so, so the people that do get retail business. Now, let me just take another moment, because we haven't opened it yet, and it'll be open on the week of the 26th. We have 2 pathways, marketing funnels. The marketing funnel I call, what's the one that's now, it's like geared toward the networker or the people, looking at a business opportunity today. But we have another marketing funnel because we have a whole free membership and e-commerce component to our structure. So as people can come to the system, join for free. When they join for free, we tell them up front that we have a partner affiliate program. And the very first thing we're going to do once they're a member is we're going to show them our partner program, right? Because they can say, you can make money online by going through our products, purchase our products and our trainings, or you can have an instant done-for-you global business. It's all done, right? And so they join for free. If they decide at that point in time not to become a partner, they're still a free member in your community. So if you have 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, so what happens is, in typical opt-in land, if they opt in a sales page and they don't join your program, they're off into the internet universe. Here, if they come in through this funnel, they're still a free member, which means we can say, hey, by the way, we've got a great free training coming up with Joe Schmo, Alex Mendoza, whatever, and all free members are invited to attend, right? Now, what will happen is some of those free members will make retail purchases, which becomes, taking leads that went bye-bye and create another revenue source for you. Some will say, this is pretty good. I think, I'm going to upgrade and become into the partner program, and some will do nothing. So anyway, that's kind of like the thing I put together, because after, like you guys, after years and years and years of, creating marketing systems, and I said, what's the challenge? The challenge is that people get to a page, the people that don't do something, which is the majority of people, right? They just go bye-bye. Well, what if we had a way of keeping them and monetizing them at a future level? And that's why I designed that.
It's all going on. So listen, I'm conscious of time because we're coming up, got 10 minutes, we'll be on an hour. So let's talk about what's happening now and why this is a moment of opportunity, shall we say. So do you want to tell us what the deal is now, Stephen, for the next, when is it, till the 25th? How much get involved and what's happening?
The deal is if you buy a refrigerator now, we'll throw the freezer in for free.
That's awesome, guys. A free freezer.
Free freezer. Okay.
What was the other deal you mentioned yesterday that was more interesting?
All right, so I just try to have a little humor. So here's what we're doing. Between now and the cutoff is midnight Pacific time, September 25th. Anybody who joins as a pro member, aka affiliate, and purchases money now for $100, we're going to give you the new product, right, which is the $4,000 retail value in product for free. You're going to get the product free, right? That's awesome. But what makes it beyond awesome is we're also going to mark you in our software as if you purchased the $500 product, so you're instantly qualified for the higher commissions. So what happens is you join now, $159, total out the door, right? On September 26th at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, the $500 product gets added to the cart. And anybody that joins, the commission would be payable to you, right? If they join with the accelerator pack, right? You're instantly qualified for $200 commissions without ever coming out of pocket for the $500 product ever, right? Now, there's advantages and disadvantages. So the advantage is if you bring in a bunch of folks now, right, you're not going to be earning the commission on the $500 level. The advantage, I think, is greater because, hey, if you can have 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 people, whatever numbers, between now and then to take advantage of this, you can have a marketing team in place that are all incentivized already to offer the $600 package, and you can have $200 codes and $200 check matches as long as you have 2 personals, right? And so, it could really accelerate your income, through the month of October and November because, again, it's just math, right? If you average 5 commissions a day, it's 1,000 a day. It's not rocket science, right? If you average 50 commissions a day, right, it's $300,000 a month, right?
And it can come from pass-ups, it can come from check match, it can come from personal sales. It's all going on. So total cost to get started today, Stephen, it's $100 for the product. Is it $45 admin? Can't remember. And then
there's a one-time $45 admin fee.
Yeah.
And then there's an ongoing monthly $14.95.
Okay.
Now, the ongoing monthly gets you all of our support services because when our first product pays at 100%, we have to take some money and somewhere to run the company, right? Yes, sir. So all the back office, the genealogy, the this, the that, all that stuff. But we didn't stop there, right? As you guys know, you got a chance to preview. We have an awesome full-fledged marketing system that's really a $30 to $40 monthly marketing system, right? But and that's included in the $14.95. And I'll tell you why I made it mandatory, right? If you're in the skincare business, right, you can go to somebody's house or somebody's flat in England, right, and you can here put on the screen the stuff, rub it in, and you can have a business, right? Well, in digital information, if you don't have an online marketing system, you're not in business. I'm sorry, right? And so for those 2 reasons, we made it mandatory. So you have to pay. There's no way around it. Or invest, $14.95 a month. So I had a wise guy. I love wise guys because I'm the biggest wise guy. Said to me, "Well, I don't want to pay the $14.95, right?" And I said, "Fine, I'll make an exception for you. We'll waive the $14.95 for you, then we'll just pay you the standard 50% commission instead of 100% commission." He didn't like that option. I said, "All right. You want option A, you want option B, you want to be in a Chinese restaurant, I'll give you option B, 50% commission, right? Oh, no. We want the 100%, right? So, and the beauty is, we're talking about obviously, ideally the accelerator pack, right? Because of $200 commission. But I don't want to downplay the importance of the $100 because it's a $50 code and a $50, right? And again, it's just math, right? If you had 10 of those commissions a day, it's still $500 a day, right? Even at the $100 level. And for people that don't join, you'll really like once we show it, and I'll send you a link, a preview link, the checkout page. It has the accelerator pack first, and then it has what we call a basic pack, which is money nowness. And then, because we're compliant with all laws, we offer it just to become an affiliate without product purchase, because no product purchase is required. But the way we lay it out is very compelling to choose the accelerator pack.
Stephen, that's been awesome, and that's fantastic. I think everybody can see how experienced you are, how you thought it all through, how it's all worked out. So thanks for that, Stephen. Let me hand it over to Eric, because this is going out to our guys. This is more or less a personal invite. So what do you want to say to the people watching, Eric?
Listen, guys, there's an enormous amount of money to be made moving into October, November with this. We have an opportunity through the 25th at midnight PST to offer, right, this $500 product basically for nothing, and you are qualified for it. So coming in at the $100 level plus the $45 one time and the $14.95 a month, you literally have a chance to come in and be ready to rock and roll. Now, here's the thing. If we sent you this video, Paul and I, you need to reach back out to us immediately, because as you guys can see, this is very time sensitive, okay? Reach back out to us immediately so we can get you the special links so you guys can go ahead and go ahead and get set up. Now, if it was sent by one of the leaders in our group, get back to that person so they can get you their link so you can get set up. But I can promise you guys this. Those of you guys are, I'm telling you, you guys that are getting this are in such a unique place, because you have a chance to build your front line right now leading up to the 25th, okay? And as you saw with this comp plan, the matching bonus, right? If you can get a good core group of people in play, okay, you have an opportunity to build a really substantial income very quickly that I know is going to go viral. Plus, we're going to be building, guys, campaigns. I'm going to be writing copy. We're going to be building. We're going to be doing the things that you know that we do, right? And this is absolutely going to go viral over the next 30, 60, 90 days. You guys already know that, okay? You already know that. So what you do from now up until the 25th at midnight is going to determine your paycheck leading into Christmas. And for Paul and I, we'd like to get to 6 figures a month. I don't know what your goal is, but that's possible here. And that's why we've decided to come here. So get back with Paul and I. So I just want to, before we go, just Stephen, to reiterate, the reason you're going through the 25th is everything's pretty much done, except for the only thing right now is you're working on a new comp plan video and a sales video, which is going to be up in the next 7 days or so. So that's why you've extended out the opportunity to go up to the 25th to be comped at the $500 level. Am I correct?
Everything is 100% done. So if I call the programmer today, tomorrow the coding would flip for the $500 product. All the back end, everything is 100% done. And so now, when we make this change, obviously we have to make changes on the website, and we have to change basically all the videos. So what we're doing, which you'll appreciate and your folks will appreciate, is we're taking one long presentation video and breaking it down into 4. So our new presentation video is 6 minutes long, and it does an awesome job. The comp plan video is 11 minutes long. The product video is 6 minutes long. Marketing system video is 6 minutes long. All combined, the entire presentation is less than 30 minutes. And when somebody goes back there, they can watch them in order, or we have navigation we put in. So if they say the presentation and they want to say, oh, I really want to see the comp plan video next, or I'm really product sensitive, I want to see that, they can jump right to that video. And every video is as short as it can be, and yet really convey the necessary information. So once those videos are complete, right, which will be next week, we're ready to go. So yes, that's the only thing we're waiting for is all the presentation videos, but everything else is done, triple done.
Guys,
Awesome.
you're obviously free to wait for those and pay the additional $500. That's up to you. We don't mind.
So, hey, guys, we're going to close it out. We've given you an hour. We've given you behind the scenes. You've heard from the man himself. We want to give you guys as many details as possible. But at the end of the day, it's go time. So you need to get back with Paul and I. If we sent this to you, you need to get this set up immediately so we can start. So you can start getting this video to your top people and you can get your front line built out leading up through the 25th. Or you need to get back to the person who showed you this video so you can go ahead and get set up and get moving forward. So with that said, hey, Stephen, we're super pumped, man. We're excited, and we're going to do some big things with you here over the cool thing is not just the 90 days. We like to think in 90-day increments, but I feel like we have an opportunity here that we can build over time, and that's what you've built here, something that's got some longevity to it. And that's just something that it's a big-time issue and struggle for a lot of marketers out here that are, companies aren't set up the way they should be and run the way they should be to have that longevity.
Just to close on that, right? Because when I tell people, I was raised in New York and I'm Jewish, I'm like double paranoid, right? But I'm really asset protection orientated. So just on the close, right? To tell you the length that I've gone to, right? So who our programmers are, the company we hired, and how great they are. Now typically, they host the business, the site and everything that runs the business in the United States. I said no. We're just asset protection, right? Not we comply. We're all of our hosting is out of Singapore, right? Same place where Google hosts all their Asia business, right? All of our merchant accounts are in Malta or different places. There's not one U.S.-based merchant account. Our debit card is out of Hong Kong, right? Our customer service, we have a live staff that sits in an office, and they sit in Manila, the Philippines, right? Right. So we are truly like a cloud company, kind of to use that term, right? But what happens is, and again, we don't expect any issue, but if anything happens, we're not in any one jurisdiction where one country can go, oh, we don't like you for whatever reason, right? Right. So if someone gets their hair up in a thing in the U.S. and they say we don't like you, right? No, they can't shut us down, right? We're in Hong Kong, we're in Philippines, we're in Singapore, we're here, right? And again, I'm a 300 million% compliance guy, right? I've never had one AG issue ever, right? But I'm also, a healthy paranoid, not schizoparanoid, right? And so, you got to design a business and I'll close with this, in 2005 when I started my first company, my MLM attorney says, okay, now we have to discuss your liabilities. And I turned around and said, liabilities? We haven't even opened yet. How can I have liabilities? I don't have any liabilities. He goes, oh, no, you got liabilities. When you own something, right? If anything goes wrong, or even once you get big enough and you've done nothing wrong, right? You're going to go through scrutiny. You're going to get looked at. So we have to address that and plan for that now. And I just use that legal advice is really all I'm using now, with this, but just to a greater extent so that, because I've had it happen, as I said earlier, where I've had a 50,000 person downline making a fortune and just one phone call and it's all gone, right? You just don't know, right? So where we're going, in conclusion, is, next year we'll talk about, what the next level product is or whatever, right? But really where we're going is marketing is everything and everything is marketing. We're going to be, as a company, the greatest marketing company in the history of direct sales, right? So, and we applaud everything that you do, right? We're already in process of what our next series of videos are, how we make it more compelling, how we make it more interactive, right? How we reach out and utilize social media, how we're going to reach out and adapt to cultures in India and Philippines and Japan and do all these things, right? So we're prepared to invest serious money, right? Because all the infrastructure is there, the products are there. We don't really need to mess with any of that. Where our money is going to go is in marketing assets, and that's our future. That's our future together. And again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here.
No, Stephen, man, appreciate it. I know everybody watching that we've put this in front of. If they've gone this far, they're pumped, stoked, and ready for the link so they can get signed up. So get with us. If we send it, get with whoever else may have sent it to you guys so you guys can get set up immediately to get your front lines built before the 25th. The 25th is going to come fast, guys, so you need again, the more quality people you can put on your front line who are ready to go, you are set up and ready to absolutely crush it. Our campaigns will come. The first of all, I'll be starting to work on that, believe me, in the next few days. And we'll have campaigns ready to rock and roll with this moving into the end of the month in October. So with that said, get in touch with us. Stephen, thanks again. Paul, appreciate you.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys on the other side.
Thank you very much.